was a Sonic game for the Switch 2 and PS5, or if it comes out late enough, a PS6. Now I wish I had something else to say here, but let's get into it. First of all, this wouldn't be the title. I think something like Sonic Kingdoms or Sonic Journey. Something exciting, but something exciting that doesn't hint too much about the game, just by hinting the concept of the core gameplay mechanic. Like Sonic titles do best. It would be a 3D game. With momentum for the 2D games, with a lot of with inspiration from Sonic Generations. Since just without the boost would be actually a smaller boost. That's only there to get your movement quick if you're already there. Only if you need to go quickly, instantly. And it would probably have to, be a little game. I feel like it would be a game around, somewhere around 6 to 8 hours long. Metal Sonic. I want Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic could control Eggman's minions for most of the game, and before Sonic has to turn to Super Sonic to beat him, but Metal Sonic has to trick up his own sleep, turning into Super Metal Sonic, where to save the day, to save the day, Sonic needs to turn to Super Sonic 2, but he also might need other help. The reintroduction of Super Tails and Super Knuckles, which are not pictured here, since Super Sonic and Super Metal Sonic are mainly the parts that I want to focus on. And I think it would be cool if this was a fight on top of some space station, or while in space, and they just jump around space. They across planets before the final phase of the battle. They're descending to Earth, and you have to finish it before they land. And they just, after Sonic wins, it would be. But what's a story without a world that it takes place in? This would have your main starting area, your area, and your other elemental related place, and your method of travel. Similar to Rush Adventure. Sure, though I never actually played that. And even though I never actually played that, I got a little bit of how I know this, and I know a little bit of how the story goes. So I know that you use your vehicle to go to different places, I'm pretty sure, from what I've seen. This will have your starting area, your nice town where you are first informed of the issue, the places you go to try and solve the issue, but you could go to any one of these places. This is except the final level. You just gotta find certain stuff and scattered across the levels to unlock stuff. And if you unlock and there will be these things that are save points, but are save points in game, but in as well as progress trackers, but in universe versus ancient artifacts. Artifacts left by left by I left by a group of ancients. So yeah, it'll be partly lore based. And since if you don't know, that's from Sonic Frontiers. And yeah, and every time, and if you get all of them, you get to go to space. Now for where you have that final battle I mentioned earlier. The next segment is gameplay. It would have the same controls as most other 3D Sonic games, but with the momentum. This is a really short segment, but at least I found a way to make it last about 30 or 35 seconds. Yeah. So, well, basically that's what I want for a Sonic game on a Switch 2 and PS5 or PS6. So, yeah. Like and subscribe, and remember to turn on bell notifications and subscribe to know when more content just like this comes. Also remember if you want gaming content, subscribe to Orion in gaming. I'll have the I replaced with a 1 or the link on my my profile. Well, that'll be all for this episode. Well, that'll be all for this video, but Orion Gaming 2 signing off.